Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the class on quantitative aptitude. And today we'll do very important topic called data interpretation. So, as the word is speaking for its meaning, that data interpretation, when we talk about, it's all about interpreting the data. So now the question arises why we need to work on topics like this interpretation. So we need to understand that as a student of postgraduate level studying MBA, it become very important for us that henceforth in the future we should be in position that we can read between the lines when we can see a huge chunk of data in front of us. So now we are living in the age of communication where we have tools like big data, Hadoop, we have tools of data analytics like MS Excel or PI, Power BI, or you can talk about Tableaus. So what they do, they basically analyze the data and they can present the same in the form of graphical manner to us. But whenever we can see graphs, whenever we see data in the form of table, we need to come up with the interpretation from the data. So either in future we come out as an finance graduate or marketing graduate or any research associate graduate. What matters for us is to work on huge chunk of data, and we are living the current era of data analytics. So in the age of data analytics, the data analyzing the data become more and more important for us. So and talking about this topic, data interpretation, it is getting more and more important in the current era. As such, we in when we go and write our placements, we get a different section altogether of huge number of problems where we need to work on the basic mathematical analysis, tools like sum, average, or ratios. These tools of mathematics, what we have studied basically, the tools of arithmetic that we need to use to work on the data and to do a huge calculations so that we can end up in getting the answer for that, and that will ultimately prove us a successful when we are trying to solve these kind of questions. So the concept of percentage plays very important role whenever we look for data and we are trying to find the values for the data. So data interpretation, when we are trying to solve the problem, we may get a problem based on table, we may get a problem in the form of graphs like line graph, bar diagram, or histogram or pie chart. So we need to see them, and whatever the values given in those graphs, we need to use those values to come up with the answer for the problem which is being given to us. So without spending much time, let's start solving the problem. Like you can see this question number one, very basic question. It came in many exams, one of the very common question, but not difficult. So data interpretation probably will have questions where values will be given to us. So we need to solve them to get the answer. Like if you see question number 1 to 3, what is given here? So like each of the six friends, suppose six friends are here. So those are A, B, C, D, E, F. They score different marks in the exam. Okay, everyone score different marks in the exam. C score more than only A and E. So there's a word is given only. So the marks what the C is getting, that is more than only A and E. So it can be C, A, E, or it can be C. That part I don't know. So I am believing that left to right is largest to smallest value. Okay, so either E is the least or either A is the least. Here it is given in the problem that E did not score the least marks. So the first possibility, I ruled out the first possibility. So C scored more than only A and E. So the C is the third lowest score getter. D scored only less than B. D scored only less than B. So the marks what the D is getting, it only less than B. Okay. The one who scored the third highest mark. Now you know that nothing will come here. You know that nothing will come here. You know that nothing will come here. because the marks of C is only more than A and E. So no one can come between C, E, and A, and the marks of D is only less than B. So neither anything can come between B and D, or before B, or in between B and D. So ultimately, the last person is F. That the F will be between D and C. Okay, so the here the one who scored the third highest means who is the third highest? F. The one who scored the third highest scored 81 marks. So the one who scored the third highest scored 81 marks means the score of F is 81, and the E scored 62 marks. So E scored 62 marks. And the E scored 62 marks. Okay. So now, if I ask you what would be the possible score of C, so the possible score of C should be C score. When you talk about C score, that will be more than 62, but that would be less than 81. So you can see the option. You have only one option that gives you that answer. That is option A. So the marks of C is 70. 94 can't be the C mark because that is more than 81. 86 can't be the C mark. 61 can't be the C mark because less than 62. And 81 can't be the C marks because F marks is 81. And everyone get the different marks. So which of the following is true with respect to the given information? D score is definitely less than 60, not true because the D score will be more than 60. That would be more than 81 basically. The F scored the maximum marks, no. B scored the maximum marks. Only 2% score more than C, no. 3% are scoring more than C. There's a possibility that B scores 79 marks, not possible. B is definitely more than 81. None of the above is true. Very easy. Question number third, if you see the person who scored the maximum marks scored 13 marks more than F. They scored 13 marks more than F. So 13 marks more than F. So that is B scored 94 marks. So which are the following thing D score? So if you talk about D score will be more than 81 but less than 94. You can see the option. So this can't be the answer. More than equal to 91, 60 can't be the answer. That should be more than 81. 89 can be the answer. 78 can't be. 81 can't be. The answer is 89. Very simple. So the questions will sometime in many exams when you write for your placements or many times for your prelims of many exams. If you go and attend some government based exam, their prelims round will not be difficult. They will be very general, so you can easily solve them to get the answer. If you see question number 4 to 8, study the following the graph carefully and answer the question given below. So you can see this, there's a pie chart is given. What is this pie chart? So this pie chart is about distribution of candidates who were enrolled for MBA entrance exam. So those candidates who enrolled for MBA entrance exam, and then to those who passed the from different institute. The two pie chart is given. So this pie chart is all about candidate enrolled. So that is 8550. This pie chart is about candidate who passed the exam. So that total is 5700. I know. I hope you understand this. This is 100% here of this is 8550. So you can understand 10% of this will be 855. I hope you understand it. 20% of this, 20% means 855 puja. So 855 puja will be 10, 11, 10, 11, 1 carry, 1710. 20% will be 1710. All that values, I hope you can easily find that. So here you can see the 100% is 8550. So this data is all about the candidate who are enrolled. So you can see P is 22%. 22% will be what? 20%, 20% plus 2%. 2% is what is 2%? 2% is what? 2% is 10% of 20%. I hope you are understanding. That is 2%. So what is 20%? 20% is 855 puja or 8550 divided by 5. So if you divide by 5, you will get 1710. This is 1710. 10% of this is 171. So 22% will be 171. So 1881. That will be 22%. So the value p value is p value 22%, that will be 1881. So like this, I hope you can understand. Q is 15%. So Q is 15%. So how will you find Q 15%? So when you if you want the value, this may not require for you to do in exam. Simply I'm doing for you. Before seeing the problem, no need to find these values and all. 10% will be 855. So half of that is 5%. The half of that will be 4 to 427.5. So 15%, that will be 0.512, 8282.5. 15% will be 1282.5. Then R is 10%. R is 10%. That will be 855 only. Then S would be 17%. S would be 17%. 17%, how will you find? 15% already you found, right? 2% I think also you found. No? 2% was 171. 20% was 1710, right? 20% was 1710, correct? 855 twos are. So 8 divide by 5 also, when I get 1710. So 2% will be 171. So 2%, what is 2%? 2%. So 2% was 171. So add 171 to this. So we get 315, 1453.5. 1453. R already. Okay, so P you did, Q you did, R you did, S you did, T. T is 8%. 8% again, 10% 10% minus 2%. 10% is 855, 2% is 171. This is 4. This is 684. 10% minus 2%, 684. 12%. What is 12%? 12%. V is here you subtracted, right? 12% is what? 10% plus 2%. This is 6, 12, 8, 9, 10, 1026. 10. All these values, I believe you can easily find out if it require for you. So exam, what matters in exam, you have to do all the calculations without using calculator. So you have to learn that here what is important for you to learn how to solve these values or to find these values without using calculator. So before don't do this I did for you simply just for the first time, because we are doing first time. So I just found these values for you. So I really suggest all of you, no need to so no need to find this value first time by yourself in exam. So when you're doing an exam, you need to find these values by yourself. Okay. So if it require, if the question demand you to find the value, then will you do that, because ultimately time matters a lot. Simply you cannot spend time finding these values and all. It will cost you time. So when you get the problem, once you get the problem, so you make sure you write this data. What is the data? The candidate enrolled was 8550. The candidate enrolled was 8550. Candidate the candidate enrolled was 8550. So candidate enrolled was 8550. Candidate enrolled was 8550. Candidate enrolled was 8550. Candidate enrolled was 8550. And whatever the percentage value given, you can write it down. make sure that you access them whenever the question demands you. Or I normally prefer to write it down. So this is 22%. So then so then Q Q is 15, R is 10, then S is then you see S is 17, then PQR is T 8, then V is 12, and then X is 16, and then X is 16. So, and the total percentage you can see that is equal to 100. That will be always 100. But if in by chance in the problem it is not 100, you will get the grace marks for that because there's a problem with the problem. So you can understand this. Now, candidate enrolled is 8550, and the candidate who passed is 5700. So two pie charts are given, and the candidate who passed and the candidate who passed is given as 5700. The candidate who passed is 5700. So you can see P is 18, P is 18. Okay, Q here is 17, Q here is 17, P Q R R is R is 13, R is 13, S is 16, R is 13, S is 16, then 9, 15, 12, 9, 15, and 12. And check this should be 100%. Now, based on this data, no need to find these values and all. No need to, this is 5700, no need to spend time finding the 18% and all. You can do that. Like in the previous problem, when we are doing just a point of discussion, I just wanted to think. I just wanted to tell you in the previous problem when I was doing this and all, so I told you like 8550 is there. So 10% of this would be 855. So if you want 12%, so you have to add 10% plus 2%. So 2% was 171. Like this we did, right? Okay, but if you see here this data, here this is 5700. Okay, so if I want 18% of this, so 18% of this, no need to do 10%. 10% would be 570. If I 10% of this would be 570, then 2% of this, 2% is 1% into 2. 1% would be 57. 57 twos are will be 114. 57 twos are will be 114. 57 twos are will be 114. To 18%, what is 18%? 18% would be 20% minus 2%. So 10% is 570. So 20% will be 1140. Okay, and then 2% will be 114. So 18% you'll get all that. You can get the same. You will get the value. You can do that. So you can do that. You will get the value 1026 that you can do to get the value. The best way, if you understand here, zero, the number is ending with 20. You can do directly 18%, 18 by 100 into 5700. This 20 get cancelled. 18 into 57. I know the table of 18. Now what is 18 sevens? So 18 sevens is 126. 18 fives will be 90. So I'll get the answer very fast like this. So here I can avoid. Like it's all depends on me. What where I feel that I can do it faster. I can apply that logic to get the answer for the problem. Fine. So if it require, we can do that. Then next thing, if you see this question, what percentage of candidate, question number 4, what percentage of candidate are passed from the institute P out of the total candidate enrolled from the same institute. So P, what percentage of candidate who pass from institute P? So from what percentage of candidate who pass from institute T, that would be 9% of 5700 divided by 8% of 8550 into 100. That is the answer for the question number 4. I need to do this calculation. So question is that what percentage of candidates who pass from Institute T? So if you see pass from Institute T, that is 9% of 5700. That I'll divide with the yeah. So the 9% of 5700, so 9% of 5700 is the number of candidates who pass from Institute P. That will be 9 sevens are 63, 6 carry 530. So the what percentage of candidate who passed from Institute T? So the candidate who passed from Institute T was 530. So the number of candidates who passed from Institute T, that was 513. Okay, so then divide by the number of candidates who enrolled from that. So number of candidates who enrolled from that was 684. So pass was 513. Enrolled was 684 into 100. This I have to find. Okay. So what percentage of candidates who passed from institute T out of the total candidate who enrolled from the same institute? So whenever we talk about percentage, the chapter on percentage, the what we need to know in percentage chapter already we have discussed in aptitude class when we are talking about percentage chapter. So when we talk about percentage, what we need to very careful is that in case of percentage, we discuss what we compare. Okay, so what we are comparing, by whom we are comparing. So we are comparing with the total number of candidates who enrolled from the same institute. That was that from that we are comparing. So when we study the chapter percentage, we study what we compare, by whom we compare into 100. This is what we try to do. Now I need to find this value. Now I need to find this value. So now I need to find this value. So how to solve this value? I can write this as 51300 by 684. So then if I want, I can divide 51300 by 684. I'll see where this value will lie. 5 will be 3420. 684 5 will be 3420. So I need bigger number so I can check with 6, 7 like that. That is the one way I can try to solve this. That is the traditional way of getting the answer. But in exam, time matters a lot. So if you observe this value, if you observe this value, this instant, why should you want to do the calculation? Till the time calculation not required, you can avoid doing that. Percentage anyway will get cancelled. So this is nothing but 9 by 8 of 570 divided by 855 into 100. If you can understand. If you know the table of 19, 19 threes is 57. If you know the table of 19, 19 threes is 57. Okay, and if you see 855, if you divide 855 by 19, 19 fours are 76. So this will get is 45. 19 fives are 95. So if you see this, so this is 19 30s are, this is 1945s are. And if you know 30 by 45, you know the table of 15. So this will be 2 by 3. So now you can see the calculation. It becomes so easy. So that's why I told you no need to calculate the value till the time it is not required for us to do that. 3 by 4, I just need to find 3 by 4 of 100. The answer is actually 75. That is our answer. So no need to decompose this value, the value what you get here. No need to decompose this value to find their actual values and all. So this way, when we see the data, it looks a little bit complicated. It's not like we can't get the answer. We can get the answer, but again, sometimes time matters a lot. So in DI problem, it's not like we can't get the answer. The problem here is that how we get the answer. 684 7 ja 58 5 carry. So 4788. So 684 7 0 28 2 carry 58 5 carry 4788. So 684 8 0 32 3 carry 67 6 carry 67 6 carry 5 4. So you get bigger number. So 7 is 4788. This is 2 za. So 12 means 4 za. And 10 3 za. So 3420, that is 5 za. So that you will get the answer. But if you are very fast in calculation, then you can do this. Otherwise, I really suggest you can find an alternate way of getting the answer. So for this question, when we see this problem, so for this problem, when we see the answer for this is 75%. Okay, then question number 5, which institute had the highest percentage of candidate passed to the candidate enrolled? So okay, this looks very complicated. So lot of Q, R, V, T, X. So for all these, what I need to do, I need to find the percentage of candidate who are passed, the percentage of candidate who are passed, divide by the some percentage of candidates who are enrolled. For each, I have to do this calculation. So I hope you're understanding. Percentage, I can cancel. And if you, I believe I have told you already that 5700 by 8550 is actually 2 by 3. It is divisible by what? 19 into 15. It is divisible by 19 into 15. So that finding that is little bit difficult to do. 19 into 15. What is the value of 19 into 15 minus 1 minus 5? So this is 5. This is 14. 14 twos are 28. That would be 285. 19 into 15. 19 into 15. 95. So it's actually divisible by 285. 285, 285 into 285 into 20. You will get 5700, and 285 into 30. You will get 8550. But finding that value is difficult many times. So you can understand this. You can just ultimately for all these problems you have to find x by y of 2 by 3. Okay, so x by y of 2 by 3, what is x? X is the value what is given for the percentage of candidates who are uh, passed from the institute, where y is the value what is given for the candidate who enrolled from the same institute. Otherwise, if you can understand, this is constant only. So for all, you need to multiply by the same. So you can understand they will not determine which is more, which is less. So here, what you can do here, you can simply, if you want, you can simply ignore them. So you don't need to solve them. You don't have to find the values. If you start finding the values and all, it will be very cumbersome exercise. Okay, so here what you need, so candidate who are enrolled, the percentage of the candidate who are passed divided by candidate who are enrolled. So Q is like Q 17% is passed divided by the enrolled was 15% of 8550. So I'm not doing writing this. 17% of 5700 into 15% of 8550. So then for Q, then you have R, you have V, R again. What is R? Past is 13%. 13% of 5700 divided by R enrolled was 10%. 10% of 8550. So for every calculation, what you are doing, so ultimately you will find percentage of them in these values. You find the percentage of them, so they will always remain the same. You can assume let they as a constant. Okay, let all these value means x or y, something you can assume. So you can simply ignore it because they will not be the part of decision making. So here for q, this you can write 17 by enroll was 15. 17 by 15a. R you can write as 13 divide by 10a. Okay, I'm assuming as the value constant a for them. So q r v t x v v. We can V pass is V pass percentage 50, V enroll percentage is 12. Okay, then you can then this then X is 12, pass divided by enroll is 16. And then so QRVX, and then T is given to you. T pass is 9 and T enroll was 8. You can see out of this which is bigger. So you don't actually have to do actual calculation of finding each values and then comparing. Imagine if you do like that, and if I allow calculator also, how much you will end up in spending your time. So you need to be smart worker. If you see all these values except X, all are more than one. So this anyway can't be the bigger. You need highest out of this. 9 by 8. 9 by 8 I can write 1 by 8. So if you remember percentage chapter, what is 1 by 8? 1 by 8 was 12.5%. This will be 1.1258. 15 by 12 is nothing but it is 5 by 4a. What is 5 by 4? 5 by 4 means 1.25a. 13 by 10 means 1.3a. 17 by 15. 17 by 15 you can write as 1 2 by 15. 1 by 15 was 6.66%. So this 2 by 15 will be 13.23. So this will be 1333. See which is highest value out of this. That is your answer. So highest out of this is 1 point. That is your answer. So you don't have to do actual calculation. So if you do this way, if you do that would be the smart work. If you start finding each values, even then if I give you calculator, so you cannot imagine how much amount of time you're gonna waste. So question number D, the number of candidates who pass from S and P together, number of candidates who pass from S and P together. So number of candidates who pass from S and P together, S is given, S percentage is 16 and P percentage is given as 18. So you can see S&P that is the 34%. So the number of candidates who pass from S&P together exceed the number of candidates enrolled from TNR. So enrolled from TNR, T enrolled already have written the data. T enrolled was 8% and R enrolled was 10%. That is 18%. You can see this. So you have to find 34% of 5700. Exceed means they want to subtract minus 18% of 8550. Find this value. Okay, so here what you need to do S&P together. So S&P together, S&P together, S is 16 and P is 18, 34. And this is TNR, right? 8 and 10. Yeah, 18. You here what you need to do 34% means 34 into 57, right? So 0 0 will get cancelled. So what is 34 into 57? I have told you Vedic maths how to multiply. So 5 3s are 15. Then cross multiply 21, 20, 41, and then 7 4s are 28. This is 38, 1938. This is 1938. And then 18% of 8550. So 18% of 8550. I think already I found 18% of 8550. So 18% of 8550. 18% of 8550. Somewhere I think I found here 18%. It was 22%, right? 18% was nothing but 1710, whatever you got, 1710 minus 171. That was 18%, right? So this is 9, this is 3, and this is 1539, 10, 11, then 5, 6, 7, 1539, 18%. 18%, right? 1539, correct, right? So 20%, 1539. So 1539 minus 1539. So 1938, 1539. So this is 9. This is 390. Is your answer. So, what percentage of candidate passed to the enrolled from Q and R together? Passed and enrolled, passed Q and R, Q and R. So Q was 17, R was 13, so 30%, 5700 divided by enrolled. Enrolled C was 15, R was 10, 25% of 8700. 8550, 8550. So I told you this is 2 by 3, this is 6 by 5. So you have to find 6 by 5 of 2 by 3. This is 2 the 4 by 5. 4 by 5 means 80%. Then question number 8, you can see question number 8. So what is the ratio of the candidate passed to the enrolled from P? What is the ratio in percentage you multiply, right? In ratio you don't multiply by 100. So ratio of candidate who passed from P. So P pass was 18%. So 18% of 5700 divided by enrolled from P, that was 22% of 8550. Here you not multiply by 100. So the ratio, when you multiply by 100, you get the value in percentage. So if here you know this is 2 by 3, you know this is 2 by 3, this will be 9 by 11. This is 9 by 11 into 2 by 3. This is 3. This will be 6 by 3. Then you can see the next question. So in question number 9 to 13, two different finance company they declare their annual rate of interest on the amount invested with them by the investor. Okay, so the rate of interest offered by these companies may differ from year to year depending upon on the variation in the economy of the country and the bank rate of interest. The annual rate of interest offered by two companies, P and Q, over the year, and the graph is given to you. So different year is given and the graph is given. So it's a line graph based problem. So few data are in red in color, few data are in blue in color. So the first thing I'll try to understand what is red, what is blue. So red means which is of company P, and blue is a company Q. Okay. Then some values are written in the graph. What these values basically highlight? These values basically highlight what? They basically highlight the annual rate of interest. Okay. So that part, whenever you read the problem, you need to understand that. So now, if I when once I get this, just simply write down this. So different years are given. So different year are given to us. Those years are given from 96 to 2002. 1996 to 2002. 96 to, I always prefer an exam that it will take couple of minutes for me. I write down this value somewhere so that every time I don't have to look what the values in the graph. Yeah, hurry bari, there's a chance I can make mistake. Here the values are given and the rate of interest P and then Q. So P and then Q. So P and then Q. So P is red. So 798. So 798. 7, 7.5, 10, 7.5, 6.5, 10, 7.5, 6.5, 10, 7.5, 6.5, and then 6. So this is P, this is Q. Q values are 6.58, Two values are 6.58 then 9.5, 6.58, 9.58, 9.58, 6.58, 9.58, 8984, then 9984. So you get these values. Once these are the rate of interest offered by two banks or two companies, P and Q. So these different years are given to you. Okay. So what is given? So the question number 9, if you see. So if you see this question number 9, if you see this question number 9, let me just increase the font size. So question number 9, if you see. So a sum of 4.75 lakh rupees, a sum of 4.75 lakh rupees was invested in Q in 1999. So 4.75 was invested in Q in 1999. So that was 8% it was giving. Okay, it was giving 8%. Okay, so how much more interest would have been earned if I were invested in P? In 1999 P, that was 10%. So if I would invested in P, I would have got 10%. So how much interest I would have earned? No, 2%. 2% of 4.75 lakh rupees. 475, 4.75 lakh is this. So this will be this. So 4750 into 9,500. The answer is option D, 9,500. So 2% extra I would have earned. So year is 1 year, right? So how much extra interest I would have earned? That would be 4750 into 2. So question number 10. So question number 10, if you see. So question number 10, if two different amounts are invested in ratio 8 is to 9 in P and Q in 2002, 2002, 2002. If two different amount in ratio 8 is to 9 are invested company P in 2002, the amount received up to 1 year interest from are in the ratio. So if so 8 is to 9, suppose in P you invested 800 rupees, in Q suppose you invested 900 rupees, the money was in ratio 8 is to 9, so it can be 8x, 9x, anything. And in P, in Q 2010, P is 6%, R is this is 6%, and R Q was 4%. So that what they're asking you the ratio of interest. So ratio of the interest. So 6% of 800 is 58, and 4% of 900 it would be 36. That would be 36. So this would be 4 by 3. So the answer for that would be 4 by 3. 1 minute. So now question number 11, if you see. So question number 11. In 2000, a part of 30 lakh. So question number 11. So in the year 2000, a part of 30 lakh was invested in P. Suppose you invested in, so in 2000, a part of 30 lakh was invested in P. Suppose the money what you invested in P was P, and the rest, how much invested in Q. So then how much you invested in Q, that would be 30 minus P. Okay. So the part of money what you invested in P, that was company P, that would be P lakh. The money what you invested in Q, that would be 30 minus P. Okay, the total interest what you received was 2.43 lakh. Okay, that so the money what you invested in P 2000, the rate of interest was 7.5%. So 7.5%, 0.075 P, and the rate Q, the rate of interest was 9%. 9% of 30 minus P. So the total interest what we received was 2.43 lakh. The total interest we received was 2.43 lakh. What is interest? So you can solve it, find the value of P. So this is 0.075 P plus, so 9% of 30. 9% of 30 is like 9%, 10% is 3. So 9% would be 2.7 minus 0.09 P equal to 2.43. This is minus, so this is 9% minus 7.1.5% minus 1.5%, that will be minus, that would be, that would be minus, you can solve this. So this is 2.7 minus 2.43. This is 1.5%. 1.5 means 0.015p. So that is 1.5%. So this is what? 2.7, this is 7, this is 6, this is 6.27 is equal to 0.015p. So this is 27 by 100 is equal to 15 by 1000 is equal to p. This is 0, 3, this is 2, this is 9. So the p value will be 18 lakh. So the value of p, that is 18 lakh. So you can solve it, you will get the answer. So that is a one way of getting the answer. The same answer you could have got by using the concept of alligation and mixture. The same answer you would have get by using the alligation and mixture. The money what I invested in P was P. The money what I invested in Q was 30 minus P. In P, I was getting 7.5 interest. In Q, I'm getting 9% interest. And in total, how much interest I'm getting on 30 lakh? I'm earning interest of 2.43 lakhs. So you can find the value of interest. If you multiply by 100, 243 by 30, you can write 24.3 by 3. That would be 8.1%. So the average interest what you earned was 8.1%. 1%. So this is 0.9. Now the ratio of this and this would be zero point 0.9 is to 0.6, 3 is to 2. You can find this, the ratio of P by 30 minus P, that would be uh, zero point 0.9 is to 0.6. So that would be P by 30 minus P is equal to 3 by 2. That would be 2P is equal to 90 minus 3P. So 5P is equal to 90. So P is equal to 80. You do solve it by any way, you will get the same answer. So you can solve it. Let me just erase this value. So question number 12. So you can see question number 12. So in question number 12, an investor invested a sum of 12 lakh in company P in 1998, an investor invested a sum of 12 lakh in P in 1998. So 12 lakh in 1998. What is the rate of interest? So that is 8%. So 8%, 8%, 10% of 12 lakh will be 1.2 lakh. So 8% will be 0.96 lakh. Okay. So if a person invested a sum of 12 lakh in company P in 1998, so the total amount received. So what is the amount what he received will be 12.96 lakh. Okay, the total amount received after 1 year was reinvested in the same company for one more year. So now 12.96 lakh. So this was which year? This was 1998. It was reinvested. So now the year is 1999. So 1999, the rate of interest would be 10%. The rate of interest would be 10%. Then it would be 1.296 lakh. So this value of this would be 12.96 and this would be 1.296. So this is 15, 12, 14.256 lakh. So, 14.256 lakh. 14.256 lakh, that is the amount. So the total appreciation received by investor on his money, so 12 lakh become 14.256 lakh rupees. So what is the appreciation he got is in this money? That is 2.256 lakh rupees. 256 into 20. That is 2,25,600. 2,25,600. Option C is your answer. So that is the appreciation what he received on his money. That is 2,25,600. So the answer is 2,25,600. Now you can see this question number 13. You can see this question number 13. So an investor invested 5 lakh rupees in Q in 1996. Q in 1996. Q in 1996 is 6.5%. So Q 1996 invested 5 lakh rupees. So what is the rate of interest? 6.5%. Rate of interest was 6.5%. After 1 year, after 1 year, the entire amount. So after 1 year, the entire amount along with interest. Okay, so 6.5% you got the interest. Okay, so 6.5% I can write what 65 by 1,000, right? 6.5%. So 5 lakh into 5 by 1,000. Cancel 3 zeros here. So I get is 500 into 65. So 500 into 65. So 65 fives is this is 5 325 and then 20 32,500. So the amount what you're getting, amount what you'll get will be 5 lakh plus, so 5 lakh 32,500. That much your money will become. Okay, after 1 year, the entire amount along with the interest was transferred to company P in 1997. So in 1997, the 5 lakh 32,500 invested in P for 1997. 97 is 9%. 9%. Okay, so then what is 10% of this? 10% of this would be 9%, 10 minus 1. 10% of this would be 53250. That is 10%. 1% would be 5325. So 9% will be 5. This is 2. This is 9. Okay, this is 9. This is 9. This is 47,925. 7,925. That is the 9%. So what is the total value you'll get? 532,500 plus 47,925. 47,925. So how much it becomes? This is 5. This is 10, 8. So you'll get is 5,80,425. 5,80,425. So that is the money what you'll get. So I hope you understood. Very simple. So little bit calculation is required. So you should be good with the calculation. Nowadays in exam, calculator is allowed. So, but imagine if you use calculator, you'll end up in going for long cut instead of realizing the shortcuts. So within the data, the lot of shortcuts are given. So if you see this question only. So imagine for every time when you're finding the values, you are doing everything on 5700 into x% of that divide by 8550 into y% of that, and every time you are doing it without realizing that this is nothing but this is 3 by 3. So you can understand the importance of time. So you can understand this. So you can understand this. So this problem, this again the similar kind of problem. So similar kind of problem. So I believe you can easily do them. If you get a problem, angle and all, central angle and all, just say if in case if you understand this is pie chart, the total angle in this would be 360 degree. Okay, so you can find the angle. So 100% is 360 degree. Okay, so 1% then it would be 3.6 degree. Okay, you can understand 10% would be 36 degree. Okay, so you can understand 15% will be how much degree, 36 and half. Then it would be how much, half of 36 is what, 18. So that would be 54 degree. So all that you can easily find in case if in pie chart they are asking you central angle and all. So you can understand this concept. Like this kind of questions also you may get in DI, like a population, sorry, population, I'm saying, a professor keep a data of the student tabulated by the performance and the gender of the student. The data is kept on a computer disk, but unfortunately some of it lost because of virus. Only the following could be recovered. So that data, few part of data is recovered. So what is given, half of the student are excellent and good. So half of the student are excellent and good. So half of the student is, if I can put both of them together, half of the student. So if you can see this, so you can take it. So advice, expert committee, all that you can see. So half of the student are excellent and good. Okay. Then 40% student are female. So 40% of the students are female. Suppose the total male is suppose X. So this is X plus 32. So 40% of them are female. So 40% of them are female. So 40% of X plus 32. So that is equal to 32. 40% student are female. You can find the total value. So 40% is what 4 by 10 of x plus 32. That is equal to 32. 8 4s are 32. So x plus 32. Right? Total student will be 80. Total student will be 80. So the number of male would be how much? 80 minus 32 is 48. So the male is 48. Number of male is 48. So then one third of male student was average. One third of male student is average. So total male student 48. So one third of 48 means 16. 16 is a 48. So this would be 16. So the total male student is 48. 16 is average, 10 is excellent. Total is 26. So how many are good? 48 minus 26. So that would be 22. 22 are good. 22 are good. This is total is 30. So this would be 8. Then half of the students are excellent and good. Half of 80 is 40. Excellent and good is 40. So 40, this is 30, so this would be 10. If this is 10, then this would be 0. Okay. Then the sum of this female should be 32. This is 8, this is 0. 8 for the 32. So this is 8 3 are 24. So this would be 40. So you can solve this. These things you can do by yourself. So once you're done with this, question number 27, how many students were both female and excellent? Female and excellent, 0. How many students are both female and excellent? That would be 0. So that would be 0. So how many students are both male and good? Both male and good. Male and good. Male and good. So how many male are good? 22. Male and that would be 22. Okay. Then among average student, what is the ratio of male to female? Average student ratio of male to female. Average student ratio of male to female, that is 16 by 24. That is 2 by 3. That is 2 by 3. So what is the proportion? What proportion of female students are good? What proportion of female students are good? What proportion of female students? What proportion? Female is total 32. What are good? What proportion of female students are good? That is 8 by 30. That would be 1 by 4. So what proportion of female student 1 by 4 means 0.25. So what proportion of good student are male? So good student are male. Total good student are 30, and they are asking the proportion of male in that. So 22 by 30 means 11 by 15. 11 by 15 if you want, I can find that also. 11 by 15 if you want. I can write 10 by 15 plus 1 by 15. 10 by 15 is 2 by 3 means 0.667. 1 by 15 is 0.66. 2 by 3 is, yeah. So what is 15%? 6.67%. You can do that if you want. You can simply add. This is 13. This is 30.733. Option B. You can easily solve them like this. Again, similar kind of problem. In 84, 85, the value of export of manufactured article exceed over the value of export of raw material by 100%. In 94, in 80, 1984, 85, the value of export of manufactured article, okay, in 84, 85, the value of export of manufactured article exceed over the value of raw material. Okay, if this is A, so this would be 2A, right? In the year 84-85, whatever is the manufactured article, it exceeds the value of export of raw material by 100%. So if this is A, this becomes 2A. So in 85-86, the ratio of percentage of export of raw material to that of export of manufactured article. So this is raw material. Raw material is suppose 3Y, then manufactured article will be 4Y. Okay. And the export of food in 85-86 exceed that of 84-85 by 1005. So if this is X, export of food in 85-86 exceed 84-85 figure by 1006 figure. So this X plus 1006. That is given to you 25% of 23%. So 23% will be 2300 will get cancelled to 38. 23 into 38 into 24 to carry 11. 11 1 carry 7. This is 16 1 carry 7. This is 4. This is 4 7 14 5 4 7 4. This is 5474. With this value, so you can find the x. Value 5474 minus 1006. 8. This is 6. This is 4. This is 4. 4 4 4 4 6 8. This is 4 4 6 8. This is 5 7. This is 5 7 5. This is 5474. This is 5474. Now, if you understand, this was 23%. 23% is remaining was 77%. So, if you understand 4y plus 3y, that is 7y. 7y, it means 77%. Y is actually 11%. You're getting this right. So, 3y would be 33%. 3y, and you can find this 11%. So you can find their values. So y is 11%. So you can find 11% would be 258 into 11. So that would be 2 plus 5, 7. Then 8 plus 5, 13. Then 8. So this would be 8, 2838. So that is one, that is right, 258, 258. That is 8, 3, 5, 7, 8, 2838. So 2838. So that is 11%. So the y is 2838. Here the y is 2838. Y into 3. 8 3 24, 2 carry 9, 9 plus 2, 11 1 carry 25, 2 carry 6 plus 2 8, then 4y 8 8 fours are 32, 8 fours are 32, 8 fours are 32, 3 carry, so 12 plus 3 15, 1 carry 33, 3 carry 11. This value, you get this value. So this value will be 11,352. This value will be 8514. So you can solve these values. You can solve this value. You can do the same thing here also. So this you can do the same thing. You can solve this also. So this is like 4468, right? So 3a plus 4468, that is 22,400. Okay, so 3A is 22,400 minus 4468. It will be 9, 11, 7. Then this will be 17,932. The value of A would be 5, 9, 7. 4468, right? So this is 10, 10, 14, 14, 1 carry, 2, 8, 8, 17, 17, 20, 22. It does not go. It should go logically. 4468. The value of export of raw material. Also manufacture 3 raw material. So 22,400. We are getting this value. 22,400. So let's see. We'll see what is required in the question. So now in 84-85, what percentage of total value of export account for the item related to the food? So, so in 84-85, what percentage of total value export 84-85 account for the value related to the food? Just you have to find this 4468 is what percentage of 224. 0 will get cancelled. This is 2234 divided by 112. 112 you can find 5 divided by 4. So 5 5 divided by 1. It's not going by 4. So this is 1117 divided by 56. Okay, will it go by 7? Okay, so 4167. So 111. So will it go by 10? There's some calculations. So 1011. 1006. So the export of food in 85-86 is 23% of 100. Let me do 258 into 23. Again, 8 is the 24, 15, 17, 1 carry, 6, 7. This is 16, 1 carry, 10, 11, 1 carry, 5. This will be 4. This is 9, 5934. This will be 5934. 258 into 23. So 24, 2 carry 17, 1 carry 7, then 16, 1 carry, 16, 1 carry 11, 1 carry 5, then 4, then 13, 9. So this should be 5934. This should be 5934. This is 5934. This is 5934. Then this is should be 5934 minus 1006. This would be 8. This would be 9. 4928. This would be 4928. Let me just confirm this. 9 the value what you get. 4922,400. 4927. Then this is 13. 13 means 9 plus 4, 13. Then 11. 11 means 7. Then 17472. If you go by 3 means 24 8, and then 2 is 5824. This is 5824. 12 7 24 17 472. Correct. So then 2 third 5824 into 2 8 16 11648 11648. Then so now this is getting correct. So once you, so these values are also wrong. So this value is also wrong. So you can, so they were basically in the ratio 3 is to 4, right? They were basically in the ratio 3 is to 4. So they were basically in the ratio 3 is to 4. So 7y is equal to 22800 and 5934. This is 6. This is 6. Okay, then this is 8, and this is 9. This is 19866. 19866. Y is equal to the 58, the 26, 3 the 10, 10, and then 18, 1 carry 15, then so 3y, so 2, 8, 8 the 24, 2 carry 11, 1 carry 25, 2 carry 8514, 8514. Okay, so that value is 10 to 177%. So the first question was this 4928 was what percent? So what we need to do, 4928 by 2, 2, 0 into 100. So we need to find the value 4928 by 224. So if you see this, if it go by 4, 1, 2, divide by 56. Will it go by 8? So will it go 43? Yeah. So 1's a 8's a 43, 5's a 4's a, then this is 7, 7 22%. Then question number 33, you can see during 1984-85, how much more material than food was exported? How much 84-85? Okay, how much more how much more raw material than food was exported? Raw material than food. Okay, they're expecting you to find the difference. So 5824 then 4928. This is 9, then 8, right? This is 8, 896. Then question number 34. The value of export of raw material in 84-85. Raw material in 84-85. That is 5824. There was a 5824. 5. The value of export of raw material. How much percent less than that of 85-86? Okay. 5824 is how much less than 8514. This is 9. This is 7. This is 4. 4 means 6. This is 2. 2690. So 5824 is how much less than 8514. So you need to find this value. 2690 divided by 8514. So you have to find this value. Will it go by 759? No, let me just see the options. The options are in decimal number. 2690. How much? 8514. 690. Okay. 2690. 2690 divide by 2690. Yeah. 2690 divide by 8514 divide by 8514 divide by 8514 into 100. So you see this, we need to work on approximation here. So 269000 divided by 8514, you can see uh, 8514 into 5 will be what? 4257. 42570, right? 42570. So 27, then 25 to be, yeah, 42570. This is 5 digit. So threesa will be bigger number. Threesa will be bigger number. Threesa to carry 26. Threesa will be bigger number. 8514 threesa. 14 threesa 42. 51 carry. 5. Okay, so it will go by 3. By 3. So it will go by 3. So 26900 and 2542. 9 I think will be very big number. 9 will be very big number. So this is 8, this is 5, 8, 8, this is 3, and this is 1, 1, 5, 8, 3, 5, 8, 0. It will go by 1. This is the answer. So the change in value of export of manufactured article 85 to 86 is manufactured article 84 to manufactured article. So 11648. This is 11352. This is 6. This is 9. And this is 296. 296 crore. So lot of problems you can find on DI. Now we did so far. We did what we have done so far in DI. In DI, we started discussing about in DI. We started discussing about a very basic word problem in this. Okay, very basic. Then we did pie chart. Okay, so then we discussed the line diagram. It is this kind of question. If you have noticed, this kind of question is called as arithmetic DI. This kind of questions we call them as arithmetic DI. So we did the DI problem where we used the concept of simple interest and compound interest. So we call this as an arithmetic DI. Okay. So we did this kind of problem. Okay. Then again there's a pie chart. So I hope you can easily do these kind of questions. So if you see this, this is basically this pie chart is basically various expenditure in percentage which is incurred in publishing a book. So in publishing a book, what all form of expenditure you incur, either it can be promotion cost, either it can be printing cost or transportation cost or paper cost or binding cost, those are given to you. Sum total of that is 1500%. If for certain quantity of book, if for certain quantity of book, the publisher has to pay 30,600 as printing cost. Printing cost is 20% of the total cost. If you're putting this much as a printing cost, so means what is your total cost? Total cost will be 1,53,000. What amount of royalty will you pay on this? So royalty is 15%. What is 15% of this? What is 15% of this? 15% of this 1 carry 26, 2 carry 7, 3, 5, 1. This is 5, 9, 2, simple you can do. You can find 10% and also you can do that would be 15300. Half of that 7650. This is 5092290. So you can do these kind of questions. That's why I have not done before. So what is the central angle corresponding to royalty? Already I did before 54 degree. So then the price of book is 20% marked above the cost price. Okay, so the letter cost price is X, price is 1.2. If the mark price is 180, this is 180. What is the cost of paper used in single copy of book? What is paper cost? Paper cost is 25%. So what is 25%? So 25% of this, one fourth of this, that would be 37.5. All these are very basic problems you can easily do. That's why I'm not done. So I hope you understand some concept of percentage, profit and loss. That all will keep coming whenever you're trying to solve the problem. So this question, if you notice, this question was basically what you say logical reasoning kind of problem. So there are these Vanit, Chetan, Dimpy, Fakri, Hitu, Ranveer, Pranav, Snehlalita are 9 players, among whom three teams are consisted of 4 members, and then you have 3 members, and then you have 2 member team. Okay, Chetan, here it is given Chetan must have 3 more players with him. So Chetan is always in this kind of team where because Chetan must have 3 more members with him. Okay, so means Chetan is in the team where 4 person are written. When Dimpy must have only 2 more members with him. So Dimple must have only 2 more members with him. So Dimple here. Okay, so Chetan must have 3 while Dimple must have 2 more members with them. Okay, Chetan and Sneelalita cannot be in same team. Chetan, so here Sneelalita cannot come in the first group. Sneelalita cannot come in the first group. Then Chetan and Pranav Bandit cannot be in same team. It is given that Pranav and Bandit they cannot be in same team. Okay. Ranveer and Hitu must be in same team. Ranveer and Hitu they are always in one team. So Ranveer and Hitu either they will come in here or here. They cannot come in. They can come in last place also. So Ranveer and Hitu. So if Snail Lalita will come here, then Ranveer and Hitu will be here. So if Ranveer and Hitu will be here, then Snail Lalita will be here. I don't know. This much information is given to me. So Dimple, if Dimple, Fakri, Dimple, Fakri and Dimple, Fakri and Pranav form a 3 member team. Okay, Pranav, Bandit are not together. So which of the following must be true? Which of the following must be true? Hitu must be with Bandit. Hitu, Hitu, Ranveer and Hitu are together. Hitu must be with Bandit. So Ranveer, Hitu, Bandit. So Hitu, Bandit, Bandit is it either first or if Bandit is there, then Ranveer and Hitu will be together. Okay, but if Bannet is here, then Ranveer and Hitu will not be with Bannet. Okay, so this I'm not be sure about that. Snehlalita must form a two-member team. So Snehlalita cannot come here, guys. We know that Snehlalita definitely will be here. If Snehlalita is definitely here, then Ranveer and Hitu will be definitely here. Okay, and so the Snehlalita, so you know that because Snehlalita cannot be with Chetan. So, so, so definitely Snehita is in third two-member team. Okay. So Snehita must make a two-member team with Chetan. That is not possible. Okay. So you can Snehita must make a two-member team with Bandit or Atish. With Bandit or Atish. Bandit can come here or here, and Atish can come here or here. So that would be the correct option. Chetan should form a team with four members and lead. That is sure. But Atish, we cannot be sure because that is not given to us. So if Dimple take Atish of his three-member team, so take Atish at his two-member team. Okay. If Dimple take Atish as a part of a three-member team, which of the following must go to Chetan team? So Vanit and Hitu. So Pranav, Pranav, also not good in which of the following must go to Chetan team? Which of the following must go to Chetan team? Which of the following must go to Chetan team? We need to Vanit and Hitu for the time being. So Chetan, Dimple, Atish. You know that Pranav and Vanit cannot be together. And then you have Sneelita cannot come here. So Sneelita will be either with Dimple or either with two-member team. Must go to Chetan team. You need to understand that which if Sneelita will be here, see this. If Sneelita is supposed here, then Ranveer Hitu will be together. Then Pranav and Banit will be together. So that is not possible, guys. So guys, you can understand Sneelita cannot be here because if Sneelita will be here, Snehalita is here, suppose Ranveer Hitu is there, and then you have Pranav or Bandit, okay, then you have Bandit and whatever one who left, who left, Dimple, whoever left, Fakri, so you can put Fakri here, yeah, this is possible. Dimple take Atish, Dimple, so this is possible, this, so Chetan, so, so Dimple, Atish, so Ranveer Hitu cannot be in here. Ranveer Hitu cannot be here. They will come. Then imagine if Ranveer Hitu is here, then this should be she should be here. Yeah. Then this is not possible. Then this is not possible. Then so Ranveer Hitu definitely should not be here. That we are sure about that. So Snehalita can be here. If Snehalita is here, then Ranveer Hitu must be here. And Ranveer Hitu must be here. Snehalita can be in second or three member. So which of the following must go to Chetan team? That will be Ranveer and Hitu. That should be sure. Because then if Ranveer Hitu will not go together, then Pranav and Bandit will. will be together. So yeah. So if Chetan and Fakri are together, if Chetan and Fakri are together, okay, and Snehita is in two-member team, and Snehita is in two-member team. Okay, then how many set of different teams are possible? So we can do this. So uh, Chetan and Fakri are together. Chetan and Fakri are together, and Dimple, we don't know. So Dimple and Snehita is in two-member team. So how many teams are possible? So Chetan, Fakri, Ranveer, Hitu, Dimple, Pranav, Atish, and then Snehalalita and Bandit. So that is one team is possible. Another team can be Chetan, Fakri, Ranveer, Hitu, Dimple, Bandit, Atish, Snehalalita, Pranav. That can be another team. So Chetan, Fakri are together and Snehalalita is in two-member team, right? Snehalalita is in two-member team, correct? So Snehalalita is in two-member team, so their positions are fixed. So their positions are fixed. Rest we can change others. Yeah, so third, so Chetan, Fakri, Dimple. Okay, can I put Ranveer and Hitu here? Okay, so Snehalalita, Pranav, Banit, and Atish. Yeah. This is also possible, right? Yeah, Pranav and Banit are not together, Ranveer and Hitu are together. Okay, yeah. This is also possible. Yeah. Then what else? Chetan, Fakri, Dimple, Ranveer, Laliта, Bandit, Pranav, Atish. Yeah, this is also possible. Just change the position, interchange the position of Pranav and Bandit. They cannot be together, and Ranveer and Hitu should be together. So Ranveer and Hitu cannot be with Snehalalita. Okay, so either okay, so either Pranav will come, either Bandit will come. So anything else? I think four will be the answer for this. So then you see question number 26. If Chetan does not have Pranav in his team, Chetan does not have Pranav in his team. Chetan does not have Pranav in his team. And two-member consists Snehalika and Atish. And two-member team consists of Snehalika and Atish. Okay, then Chetan should have so Dimple and so Ranveer and Hitu, if they come, then see Ranveer and Hitu cannot come here because then Behad Pranav will come. Because Neelita is already with Atish and Dimple. So, so if Ranveer Hitu will come, so where the Pranav will go? So Pranav cannot come here. So Pranav definitely should be here because there is no other place. Pranav cannot be here. Pranav cannot be here. So Pranav must be here. Pranav is here. Then Banit must be here. So Ranveer and Hitu should be together. So Ranveer Hitu Banit. Ranveer Hitu Banit. That is it. So all this you can easily do. Again, you see this. This is again a question of DI. This is again a question of DI. Problem with this graph. We need to close it again. So I hope you understood this, the questions and all. So you can get the answer very easily. So you can solve this. Yes. I don't have much time, so I'm doing directly. revenue, you have expense, and you have profit. Four companies are given. So when the result of company announced, interesting thing about the profit of CAT and DAT is same. Profit of CAT and DAT is same. You can pause the video here and you can read what is written. So I'm doing directly with having less time. The sale of CAT is same that of BAT. The sale of CAT is that of BAT. Profit of A&T is 10% of the sales. So profit of A&T is 10% of the sales. Then while the profit of BAT is 20% of the sales, while the total expense of CAT is 5 times of profit, total expense of CAT, total expense will be Y minus X. Y is the sales and profit is X. So here that is 5 times of his profit. Y is equal to 6x. This is 6x. This is 6x. This will be 6x. This is 5x. 20%, right? So 20% of 6, 1.2. So this is 80%. 8, 4.8. Then sale of DAT is 3 times of its profit. This is 3x. Everything I'm writing in the term of x. And the total expense of A&T is 10% less than of CAT. Total expense of A&T, which is 0.9, 10% less than that of CAT. 10% less means 10% less than 5x will be 4.5x. And write this E is equal to 9 5s are 45. So E is equal to 5x. You can understand this is 5x. This is 4.5x. This is 4.5x. Then this would be 0.5x. Everything I wrote in the term of x. This is 3x, this is x, this would be 2x. This is given to you and the total expense of CAT is 10 lakh. Total expense of CAT is 10 lakh means 5x is given to you, that is 10 lakh. The value of x would be 2 lakh. So now once you get the value of x is 2 lakh, you get everything. The value of x once you get is 2 lakh, you get everything. So this is 2 lakh, so this would be 10. Then 4.5 into 2, this will become 9. This will become 1. Then 6 2s are 12. Then 6 2s are 12. Then this is 6 2s are, this would be 12. This is 12, 12, 12. And 3 2s are 6. Then 2 2s are 4. Then 2 2s are, then 2 2s are 4. And this is 2 lakh, 2 lakh. This is given to you 10 lakh. This is given to you 10 lakh. This is given to you 10 lakh. And this is 1.2 into 2. 1.2 into 2 means this is 2.4, this will be 9.6. So all this information is given to you. Now which company has the lowest, sale, that would be DAT. You can easily do that. Then which company has the highest expense, that would be CAT. Okay. Then which company has the lowest profit, that would be A&T. Okay. Which company has the highest profit, that would be BAT. You can easily solve it. So I did most probably all forms of questions, so which can possibly come in DI. You may expect you get the question either based on line graph, bar diagram, table, pie chart. All that forms of question will come. Where the basic concept of mathematics like percentage, profit and loss, SICI, all that. If you are clear with those concepts, if you can try to do the question fast, you can do the question very easily. DI problems are not difficult. Only thing you need to do lots of calculation. So you need to prepare yourself in real life to do a lot of calculation, or you should not worry looking at number. You need to learn how to read between the lines. Nowadays, those who can do data crunching are given lot of advantage or lot of values in the corporate world. So guys, I hope you have understood what all we have done in this class. Thank you everyone. So I'll see you all in next class. Till then, take care everyone.